Nigeria is gripped by unrest as protests sweep across multiple states. Citizens are taking to the streets to voice their anger against bad governance. The scenes are dramatic, filled with emotion, confrontation, and a desperate call for change. In cities like Lagos and Abuja, the streets are alive with the chants of thousands. The air is thick with tension and the sound of tear gas canisters exploding. Protesters stand firm, demanding a better Nigeria. But while these cities are ablaze with activism, Owerri, the capital of Imo State, tells a different story. On August 1st, the official start of the nationwide protest, Owerri was eerily quiet, a ghost town shrouded in rain and fear. The few who dared to venture out were met with deserted streets. A lone beggar seeking shelter under an umbrella epitomized the desolation. Shops were locked, and the usual hustle and bustle of Owerri was nowhere to be seen. But why was Owerri so different? The answer lies in the days leading up to the protest. On Monday, July 29th, tragedy struck. 4 police officers and a POS operator were killed, sending shockwaves through the city. The next day, a series of gunshots echoed through Owerri. Vehicles were burnt, and chaos ensued. Wednesday saw sporadic shooting around Owerri. Witnesses reported seeing police officers in an operation they called a show of force. Yet confusion reigned, as no official statement confirmed this.
Fear gripped the residents. Shops closed early, commercial drivers parked their cars, and people had to trek home. The city was on edge. Recent reports have it that a police officer who was shot on Tuesday died on Saturday after days of fighting for her life.
On Saturday, August 3rd, 8 persons were killed by unidentified gunmen in Okwe, in Onuimo LGA of Imo State. The Commissioner of Police, Imo State Command, CP Aboki Danjuma, visited the scene with the heads of other security agencies in Imo State. He strongly condemned the tragic killings of the innocent community chiefs, describing it as a barbaric, inhumane, and senseless act of violence. CP Aboki Danjuma commiserated with the families of the bereaved and the entire Umucheke community over the unfortunate demise of their loved ones, vowing that their deaths would not go in vain.
The security agencies, in conjunction with the hunters there in the forest, hunting for the gunmen that committed this heinous crime. And I'm assuring the villagers that we are going to station detachment of security agency here in the village to protect them. They should not fear.
He assured that a detachment of the command's tactical unit would be stationed permanently at the community to prevent any further threats of attack until peace returns. Preliminary findings by the police revealed that the August 3rd attack was perpetrated on at about 5 p.m. by gunmen, suspected to be members of the prescribed IPOB-ESN, numbering about 6 on 3 motorcycles. Residents of the Umucheke community allegedly saw the hoodlums, but didn't report them to the police or other security agencies until they perpetrated the killings and left the community.
The national protests are fueled by widespread hardship in Nigeria. With inflation rates soaring above 20% and unemployment hitting an all-time high of 33%, the economic crisis is affecting every Nigerian. People are struggling to make ends meet, and the frustration is palpable.
In Imo State, the citizens share these hardships. They face the same economic struggles, but they seem to have a bigger fish to fry: insecurity. The police are calling on those with information to reach out, but it is beyond that.
People are still afraid to be known as snitches in the rural areas, where they will be left at the mercy of the enemy when the police are gone. Some persons are calling on the police to embark on a trust-building mission and ensure that people who give information are assured of their safety. This could encourage more citizens to come forward with information that could help curb the violence. Imo State, like the rest of Nigeria, is grappling with severe economic hardship. The state's citizens face the same crushing inflation and unemployment rates, but they also contend with a heightened level of insecurity. The fear that grips the residents of Imo State is palpable, and it is this fear that has kept many from participating in nationwide protests. The police in Imo State have made calls for information to help curb the violence, but the community's response has been tepid at best.
There is a pervasive fear of being labeled a snitch, particularly in rural areas where individuals would be left vulnerable once the police have left. In the wake of the recent violence, there have been calls for the police to embark on trust-building missions to ensure that those who come forward with information are protected.
Emphasizing the importance of community participation in fighting violent crimes, CP Aboki Danjuma urged the residents of Onuimo and other communities in the state to support the police and other security agencies by remaining security conscious and reporting any suspicious activity to the nearest police station or via 0803 4773 600. He reaffirmed the command's determination to enhance the overall safety, security, and well-being of Imo for economic growth and prosperity of the state.
The questions linger. When will this end? How long will the people of Imo State live in fear? The answers remain elusive, but one thing is certain: the need for trust and safety is paramount. The police must take proactive steps to build trust within the community and ensure the safety of those who come forward with information. Almost everyone in Imo State understands that there are bigger fishes to fry, because there are two people with guns in the state, one they know, and the others unknown.